All right, welcome back to the Big Cat Lou show with our three lackeys. Well, lackey Ghost is here, I guess. Y'all
And
can
lucky
introduce
number
yourself.
one. Lucky number two.
And Lackey Ghost.
Dank.
Ghost.
See, Ghost.
Just ignore him. He's an intern.
Well, let's get this show on the road.
I gotta be an intern.
Because you are an intern.
Debatable.
That's not debatable. Anyway, since the last episode, we got Zappos. I went to go heal, and now I gotta go do this whole fun story of Finite City because Finite City is, or no, not Finite City. Pirate Town is so beautiful, such a beautiful place. But we had to make a pit stop for no apparent reason. Yeah, I don't know why the game forces you to make this pit stop.
Like you don't really get anything, or what?
I mean, you have to come back here and like a little bit because of something that happens, but it's kind of
It's called gameplay time. You gotta make it as long as possible.
it just it forces you to go here for no real actual reason. You do have to come back here later though. Like I actually have to come back here multiple times actually, but I didn't really need to come here the first time you came here.
You know why I see a lot in this area? Red bills.
What's wrong with
I feel
red
like
barrels?
red bills.
Yeah, what's wrong with red barrels?
Gaming, a lot of things. They're explosives.
It's fine enough. Speaking of which, I don't understand how Yuki didn't fly out of that car and die, because I don't think she had a seatbelt on. So how is she fine? Like, am I wrong?
Tuck and roll.
She wasn't tucking roll. She had her hair back out, like she was holding her hair and stuff like that. And like, how did she not die? Like, there's no seatbelt on there because you had Espeon and Umbreon sitting there, which I don't know how they didn't die.
They're children. They bounce. I just crunch.
Also, I talked to this guy several times because I keep forgetting how to actually battle him. To battle him, you have to do a certain thing to actually battle him. But you'll see that in a moment. What do you have to do?
It's like my hometown.
That's slightly depressing. There's nothing normal about this town. She dissed your town.
Isn't it the randomizer?
Yes, we're still in the randomizer, so they will have randomized Pokemon, and all 5 of these people over here and a few other people all have shadows.
Oh, that's not bad.
So
No, those aren't too bad. Okay.
Could have been a lot worse. Well, the only thing is the types is also randomized.
I think there was one I struggled with, but I can't remember who it was.
Those eyes. I remember those eyes.
I can see to oblivion.
Got a whole 270-degree vision.
Yeah, Colosseum is like one of the games I will never, ever even attempt to Nuzlocke at. I don't really attempt Nuzlocks with randomizers. I might actually do a Nuzlocke on this channel, maybe once or twice. But I would never do the Colosseum. Colosseum, everything is way too limited, like beyond reason. And the game's just out to get you. The game is out to get you. There's so many different levels. I really wish they made another game like this story-wise. But who knows? Violet and Scarlet could be a pretty good, interesting story, depending on how they go about it.
Yeah.
Oh, 4 Pokemon. But did that do any damage?
So it did some, but you gotta understand Houndour is it's under evolved Pokemon, so it's not really that particularly strong, and then no one's like EV trained in this game, so it's really not that strong. And then on top of that, it's the same level, or like 1 level or 2 levels higher than 2 fully evolved Pokemon, so.
That's fair.
Yeah. Its evolution's a good Pokemon though.
I don't think I've ever had that Pokemon. Like, always like evolutions.
Well, that's the thing about a randomizer. Like, I say its evolution's good, but I don't know what it's actually going to evolve into, because this randomizer should have randomized also the evolutions too. But not every Pokemon's going to get an evolution if it didn't have an evolution in the first place. So, like, for example, Zapdos and Farfetch should not evolve because neither of them have evolutions.
Yeah.
So they are stable Pokemon that I could technically keep that way. Also, fun fact, Blaze Kick is a special move. In Generation 3, they did not have the special physical split.
Oh.
The split that they had was based on the type and not the move itself. The reason why you would see Gengars run around with Ice Punch.
Yeah.
Because Ice
Yeah,
Punch...
I remember that. Gen 3 was like the last generation I actually played.
That's when Ice Punch, the elemental punches were scary as crap because you had Alakazam and Gengar could have them, and that was like, oh no.
Oh yeah. Like, I can't imagine Alakazam like throwing like a blaze punch or something.
Yeah, I almost nearly killed Houndour. I forgot about that. I did not expect her turn to do so much damage.
Don't die, Slow King. Are you in Aren't you in a Poke Battle?
Yes, this is Colosseum, and this is where you get to steal people's Pokemon. Because...
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
That's how you capture the, yeah.
Yeah. Do you not remember going with us last time?
Vaguely. How long has it been since that time?
We don't need to discuss that.
Fair enough.
Sorry, you does not need to know when I do these videos.
I feel like I just gave him a hint though, so...
Yes, that Raikou is not Shadow. Sadly, I wanted that Raikou badly.
Take it anyways.
I can't. If I tried to, the Yuki'd be like, "No, you can't do this. You're not a bad person. I believe in you." Something like that.
But I am a bad person. Are you a bad person?
I mean, that's like, honestly, that was like a story path that they could have taken, because they didn't really say whether or not, oh, so this is actually, it's really good typing, but they didn't say whether or not your character's actually bad, or I think his name is either Wes or Seth, one of the two of them. Never really said if he was bad or not. He's just doing it just because the EP's basically ordering him around to do it. Which I don't know why he's taking orders from her in the first place.
Actually takes orders for people.
Yeah, wait, why are we taking orders from Yuki? I mean, I know the story, you're like helping out the mayor, but why do we even want to do that? There's no reason for us to even want to do it in the first place.
Money? Are you getting paid?
No.
Oh yeah, I have no idea.
You have no reason to do it.
Maybe you're just bored.
I mean, that's not too bad an idea to say.
I do a lot of stupid stuff when I'm bored.
How stupid are we talking?
Don't worry about that. Most of it is not exactly legal.
And secret number 2, we should have a secret counter for this show.
And then editing.
Also, this is the only Pokemon Center you can heal at in this town. There's a hotel if you try and stay there, which will heal your Pokemon. You have to pay $100 to do it. Also, Zapdos is red because it's in hyper mode. When you
Usually after sugar.
No. When you call out to your Pokemon during a battle, they're in hyper mode. It will release them from hyper mode and like lower their shadow gauge by a crap ton.
Okay.
Normally, I think. Yeah. Yeah, so I have to battle all these dudes, and then there's something else I have to do after that, and then we have to go back to that other place because of it. To give a rundown for people who have little time to know what to do. I don't know.
Oh, Winchon.
chime. No, it's Chimecho. You don't call it a wind chime. Wind
Or the
chimes
wind
are dead.
chime.
Wind chimes are dead. Chimecho is Chimecho.
It's a wind chime and a brass doll.
It is a shadow Chimecho. Leave Chimecho alone. Actually, I remember correctly, this Chimecho gave me slight problems. It's not because it's strong, it's just because of the moves it had. It's not that one, it's the next one it uses, if I remember correctly, and I'm just like, why do you have this? That just sounds illegal.
I can't imagine.
Nice.
Yeah, I can't imagine how much a high jump kick from a Zapdos would feel.
Just skydiving you.
I mean,
Yeah, it's like going up to like the top of the atmosphere, just like then just dropping, like swooping down, just kicking you in the face.
I mean, if it uses like the talons it has, it could hurt pretty badly. It could like stab you basically. So
I mean, it's also a legendary Pokemon, so
I mean, yeah. I'm trying to think how it even kick you properly in the first place. Like,
no
it could
idea.
it could do it normal kick, but like flew up high and then like let itself fall at you, like diving, I guess, and then flip its body around and kick. I mean, I can
Oh.
see it.
Or just pick up. Yeah, Dank left.
Like,
Or just like pick up the Pokemon with his talons and just fly up very, very high and then just drop them.
I mean, that's just messed up. But there's actually a move for that. I think it's called Sky Drop.
Yeah, but it doesn't kill the Pokemon though. They're not going high enough.
I mean, it's kind of hard to kill Pokemon. I mean, for honest speaking, you have what's it called? Beedrills that are like 3 foot tall. You have Furrets that are bigger than Charizards. Yes, Furret is bigger than Charizard. Look it up if you don't believe me. But I don't know how
Yes.
I don't know how you kill a Pokemon that easily. Like, I mean, I guess maybe a Caterpie, but just I don't see it. Like Ash Ketchum, who like punches Mewtwo and somehow survived.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like he must have like abs of steel or something like that to
Why do you
just
see
be
that?
like carry like hoping your Pokemon like the arm.
Did you not? There's an episode where he was like carrying Lavatar, and that was like 74 kilograms or something like that. Or actually, I think it's more than that. Let me look at what's the weight of Lavatar. But yeah, no, there's an episode where like, he's just carrying Lavatar, and he's also carrying like a Cosmonion and stuff like that. He's just carrying stuff like it's no tomorrow, and it's just like why, and how?
I think there's like a flaming pig Pokemon. They like it's holding out like outstretched that weighs like 60 something pounds.
Oh, you're talking about Embor, or not Embor, but Piglet or whatever. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about, yeah.
Piglet.
Yeah. Yeah, no. There's an episode where he carries a Lavatar. Oh, yeah. So a Lavatar weighs 159 pounds. Yeah, and he was like carrying it one episode like it was nothing.
I wish I had that kind of muscle, but I don't want to like work for it.
I'm just like, why and how?
Do you think Chino would be like very, very annoyed that you stole the Pokemon from them?
You would think that, but none of them ever seem to show that type of anger.
Like they are angry that they lost a Pokemon battle.
I mean, wouldn't you be too? You lost Pokemon battle and you got your Pokemon stolen.
See, I'll be like if we consider the Pokemon to be pets, I'll be very, very angry if you stole one of my cats from me.
Yeah.
But I mean, these aren't normal pets, they're shadow pets. They're like super aggressive.
Well, make them less aggressive. Then Need more
I
love.
really see too many people getting actually angry about you stealing their Pokemon. Also, we get a seal today, but not the best seal, which is Spiel. Spiel is the best one of all time.
The eyes.
She's peering into your soul. She wants you, Mage.
She's not looking at me. She's looking at everywhere around me, okay?
Nah, she's staring directly into you.
It's a turn on her head 45 degrees for that. It's an interesting looking Pokemon.
You know, sometimes I was wondering how they come with all the designs. Like, I can see for like some of the first games, it's like pretty easy. Like, Kabutops is what it's based on. It's not that big of a deal to make it, but you have to think about things like, I don't know, Charizard, Bulbasaur, or Blastoise. Like, how do you come up with things like that?
Aerodactyl.
Did that? I mean, Aerodactyl's just a
No, I was continuing your Poke Rap.
Sir. That is a microaggression. Just because I'm black doesn't mean I always rap.
No, because like the last two, I think you did it in the order of the Poke Rap.
That's impressive. We need to get, I don't want to say his name, but, the con man over here. The Pokemon guy.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
Mr. Pokemon.
Mr. Pokemon, we can call him that.
Ken Sugimoto.
That's a giant bone. Where did that come from?
It's the attack he was using. I think it was Boomerang.
Ah, Sugimori.
The whole thing though, it's just like I wish they brought games like this back because it was more just well they kind of did it with Legends though because Legends had its own aspect of its own type of story and its own thing. That's what I like. It's like it's separate from just a simple go beat the gym leaders and then go beat Elite Four. Which speaking of which, did you know Ash actually is now a champion and on top of now becoming a champion in the newer series, he actually might be fighting either Cynthia, Lance, or a bunch of the other Elite Four. Like he's making his way into the championships. He's actually beating Elite Four members.
Right. From the other, yeah.
Yeah, the shows like that. Yeah. So I'm kind of curious about it. The only thing I don't like about the show is that they were trying to put like Leon as some like amazing battler, but Leon's team is completely trash. Like he would get destroyed in 5 seconds. I mean, Ash actually has a good team going for him right now. He has a Lucario, a Gengar, a Dragonite, Surfetch, which is Farfetch's evolution. What does he have?
You didn't have an evolution. I'm so confused. No, I got you.
No, like his whole team is actually fully evolved except for Pikachu, obviously. But Pikachu is Pikachu, so
Yeah, you don't evolve Pikachu.
yeah. No, his whole team is like fully evolved. Like it's actually scary, but it seems actually pretty good. So, and on top of that, you can use Dynamax, Mega Evolution, and Z moves. You can use all three, which is kind of BS, but damn.
I forgot all three of those were a thing.
Yeah.
I know nothing about Pokemon since like after like I think 5th gen.
So it sounds like you're a Gen 1er.
Nah, I'm a Gen 3.
Gen 3 was a good series though.
Yeah. I haven't beat a single Pokemon game yet. I got you Elite Four. I think I beat the Elite Four, but never beat the champion.
Why didn't you beat the champion?
Because I lost my game.
Oh, fair enough. I mean,
Yeah,
we can get you to stream it, then me and Mole can help you get through it.
Yeah.
It's been.
I mean, if
a
you're
long
gonna stay,
time.
yeah, if you're gonna stay with the game's gonna stream, I would say do like I don't know Emerald or something like that. Because the newer games get like really complicated, but I mean they get also super easy. So it depends like how difficult you want it to be. Do you want it to be difficult or do you want it to just be simple?
I'll probably be simple. I'll probably do like Sapphire or Emerald. Those
No.
two are difficult.
Sapphire, Emerald, and Ruby are all considered more difficult in a sense. Like they're not.
Well, either that or Fire Red. Those are like the 3 games I played.
Yeah, no, I'm saying those games are more difficult than the newer games.
Ah.
The newer games just has a lot more stuff added to it, but it's not as difficult. I mean, you can even ask, do you agree, Mole, or do you want to say the opposite?
No, I agree.
Yeah, because the newer games have things like the EXP all and stuff like that, and sometimes you can't even take it off. You can't even turn it off. And the trainer and AI are kind of just a lot more stupid. Like Colosseum is notorious, especially XD too. Like its second game, are notorious for the PCs just ripping you to shreds out of nowhere. Like the original games, they will just rip you a new one, especially in XD. Because if you're not careful, you will lose that game so quickly.
So, perfect game for a Nuzlocke.
No, that is like the one game you do not want to Nuzlocke. Because in that game, so the difference between XD and Colosseum is XD has more moves and then all shadow and more Pokemon you can catch. The catch is though, all shadow moves are super effective no matter what. To any Pokemon that's not shadow. And then if it's against a shadow Pokemon, then it's ineffective. So the reason why that's scary is because you have moves like Shadow Flare or Shadow Fire, Shadow Blizzard, and some other stuff like that, and there's high power moves that can like literally just one-shot Pokemon. Stuff like that. And you get the tankiest Pokemon too. And on top of that, the levels start just spiking out of nowhere, so you have to like grind like crazy. So yeah, the game is, and then Colosseum, the reason why Colosseum is so hard is because the levels also start spiking out of nowhere, and on top of that, there's just Pokemon that are legendaries you have to catch. And sometimes luck is not on your side. Like, for an example, the first boss you fight, he normally has an Entei. The way his team is set up is that his Pokemon will use Earthquake like crazy, so sometimes he'll try and kill his Entei before you can catch it. He will purposely kill his Entei before you can catch it.
How rude.
It's happened to me like twice before, and it pissed me off because this thing. And on top of that, all his Pokemon are tanky as crap, and they were like way higher than your levels at the time because you can't go and grind at this moment. So you're trying your best to like not die, and then also take his Pokemon out one by one. And this is like one of the few times where I say Meganium's actually a good choice for this one, because Meganium makes his entire fight super easy. He has a lot of ground water type Pokemon. Meganium will just start Razor Leafing by whipping them to death in seconds. Also, another good one too would be for Alligator too. Like, you do not want to go fire for this first one. I mean, you can go, but it's not a good idea. But they also need Pokemon to like help you out with it.
What's your guys' favorite starter type?
I mean, it depends on the Pokemon for me. My favorite starter type it depends on the Pokemon. Normally, I like going water though, I guess. But it just again, it depends on the game. Like the first game, always water. Second game, it's between water and grass. Third game is between water. Actually, I go all three honestly, but normally I choose Mudkip because Mudkip makes the game super easy.
Yeah, first game, fire was basically hard mode,
Definitely.
and then Bulbasaur was the easy mode. Because it pretty much gave you the first gym. It gave you a better shot at the second gym too with water.
That's true.
Like the original Pokemon games, like the difficulty level was literally which Pokemon you start with.
Even then too, it was all same with Generation 2, except they changed it because grass is not the best one to start with in that game. Because you start with grass, you get a disadvantage. But then as time goes on, Meganium becomes a powerful ally anyway. But the ones you want to start with for the second gym was definitely actually water. You want to start with water for the second gym. Because Totodile wouldn't have too much problem taking out the first gym, even if you didn't get a Maripuna. And then the second gym, well, actually, no, fire wasn't a bad choice either. But you would have problems with Whitney, because Whitney would just roll out and kill your Guava. You'd have no chance of surviving that.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
He gave me flashbacks.
PTSD rising up.
The rollout.
Did you ever play the Generation 2 games like the original ones?
That's yeah.
Mage? I'm talking about
Mage.
No, but I have seen people play it, and I heard about Whitney's rollout. It was a Miltank, right?
Yup.
Her Miltank is just stupidly. It was like it wasn't necessarily a bad design to it because it's supposed to get difficulty, but it just wasn't the right Pokemon at the time because that thing was way too tanky. And so, in addition to Rollout and Attract and Stomp also would use too. The worst move it had was Attract, And it sounds strange to see that track is the worst move. No, because all it needs that one time for it to mobilize you, then it uses milk drink, gets all its HP back. I think it's solo your team. And I think what you were supposed to do, apparently, was to trade this one guy for his Machop and train the Machop up to take out the milk tank. But no one ever did that.
That's how I did it. Just
Did you do? Oh.
eventually, yeah. I needed to find because I knew I was old enough for where like I knew all the weaknesses and how it worked. That was the only one that I could remember like having at the time. And I actually like Machop anyway.
So for me, I didn't like trading in games. I felt like trading was weird for me. So I didn't usually trade. So I usually brute force it, but I normally either had Regain or Bayleaf or Crocodile. I know with Bayleaf, I would try and poison it or something like that, and then just spam, I think, Razor Leaf, because I think if I remember basically a Razor Leaf, just hope for a crit.
Yeah.
But, you know, she was pretty much the hardest one in that generation. I want to say the hardest one for the Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald one was probably Brawly, actually. Brawny. Or Brawly. The second gym, the fighting dude.
Yeah.
I want to say he was the hardest. And that's only because his, Makuta was stupidly also tanky too. It's always when they have a tanky Pokemon that you don't see coming, that you just get RKO'd.
Yep.
Generation 1, Misty's, I think Misty technically takes the spot for the hardest only because her Starmie, if you weren't prepared for that thing, it was going to kill you. And
especially with the recover, because he is, you know, his first game, you really don't know what you're walking into.
You know.
I remember that one. Yeah. I think I was stuck on her Starmie for a while.
Yeah, and then I want to say in Generation 4, when it came to the Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, actually I think it was Wake that was hardest. Waker, 4th gym. Because his Quagsire could actually take the ×4 weakness and not die. Which was weird. But I don't think anyone was really that hard in the game. Then after that, it kind of just trails off completely. So you have like the multiple EXP shares and things like that. Like they just made the games easier and easier. And the most egregious of being easier and easier was I think X and Y, because X and Y there was like this one gym leader you're supposed to have troubles with because he has like a rock and rock dragon type and rock whatever, and it's like really fucking tanky. But you can literally go to this one person and give this dude a love disc, and he gives you a Steelix in return.
Fuck?
Yeah, I don't know either. Why did he want a love disc for a Steelix?
Isn't that like just slightly better than a Magikarp?
Slightly better is a pretty bad overstatement. It's barely better. Oh yeah, this messed me up. You saw that Miracle? Yeah, that messed me up. I did not see that one coming.
Yeah, I noticed that you just got like basically like one shot killed by it.
Yeah, do you know what Miracle does, or do you need me to explain to you?
Isn't it like it basically like a counter but for special?
Yes.
Yeah. I seen someone play a Wobbuffet run, and that's like basically all they could do.
Did you just see how its wings just stretched like crazy?
Yeah.
How did it do that?
I mean, how does he shoot a giant shadow ball from his mouth? It's Pokemon, dude.
I mean, I can understand the shooting shadow ball. It's energy, that's fine. It can create energy. It's a mythical, magical Pokemon. How the hell did it stretch itself?
Can you not stretch? You're not Mr. Fantastic?
It's wings, though. It's not... They're not supposed to be stretchable. It's so weird to say that, but they shouldn't be stretchable.
I gotta try. I need to find a bird later.
He started spamming Destiny Bot. I'm just like, I'm not gonna kill you, so I don't know why you're spamming it. I have no intention of killing you.
It's still better than was it Perish Song?
Yeah, Perish Song is the one that's gonna instantly kill everyone in like certain turns.
Yeah. Everyone I thought was just like a specific Pokemon type. Like specific Pokemon.
As long as Pokemon doesn't have like the ability soundproof, or another Pokemon isn't using Uproar. Because if I remember correctly, Uproar can nullify Perish Song. Because they have to hear it, but because of Upward playing, it keeps them from actually hearing it, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Upward has some actually pretty interesting techniques you can use with it. But a lot of like slightly minor niche things you can know about Pokemon like the more you get into the competitive space of it. But yeah, as long as Pokemon doesn't have soundproof or Upward isn't being used, every Pokemon that hears the song, which will be all the Pokemon on the field, will faint in 3 turns unless you switch them out. Or if they stay in 3 turns, they automatically die, and that's what the combo people would have is like a Wobbuffet and I don't know, Lapras, and you'd have them use Perish Song, and then the Wobbuffet forces the 2 of them to stay in so they can't get out.
Yep.
And then just wait till the last turn, pull them back out, and then they are stuck staying in, and those 3 Pokemon die.
Damn. Rude.
Beautiful.
Ow.
Yeah, this Ninjas hits hard.
You killed 2 of your Pokemon?
Yes. I forgot how, because I was not paying attention, and I am literally half awake at this moment for some reason.
That's fine. Like, I'm looking at it, but it's also like slightly glazed over. I know what's going on, but you don't know the details. You know?
So, would you go to Pokemon World then and live in it?
No. I'll be crappy at it.
I mean, not to be a battler, you could be, there's other jobs in the Pokemon profession world, you know that, right?
I could. But I don't want to live in a world where like a 10-year-old has the power over a monster that can destroy a city.
That's fair.
I feel like the reason why is kind of self-explanatory.
I mean, that's the thing with me, like, if all the time the question comes out, like, if you wanted to go in a world either Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh, or Pokemon, I'm just like, it's always going to be Yu-Gi-Oh. Because at least the worst thing's going to happen to Yu-Gi-Oh is I'm just going to get my soul stolen, and it'll come back to me in like a few hours later anyway, but...
Which I've gone on record is like the most insane thing. How do you go from playing a card game to getting your soul stolen?
At least it's just your soul. It's not like destroying entire cities and destroying like half the planet. It's just your soul.
I'm saying, like, imagine losing a game of you go to a Smash tournament, and if you lose, you just get your soul stolen. Like,
I remember in one of the Yu-Gi-Oh games, and I think it was based off the show, but I don't remember if it happened in the show or not. And if it did, I think it was toned down. But you have to go and fight this one dude who also uses the Dark Magician. He's like some magician dude. And the way it's set up in the game, which I might play this game just because I love this, but the way it's set up in the game is that he's like, if you lose the duel, this Saw will come and cut your legs off, something like that, and kill you. Like,
what?
Yeah, you walk in to duel him because you have to. I forgot why, but you have to duel him, and he sets up a trap so whoever loses gets basically their body dismembered. I'm just like, why?
You want to live in this world?
Yes, I'd rather live in Yu-Gi-Oh than deal with Pokemon.
well, it's
Yeah.
like,
I don't like this world, but I guess it's better than living in whatever world you a guy don't want to go to.
because I remember like reading reading Yu-Gi-Oh, right? And like I think in the second chapter he tricks a guy to setting himself on fire. I think yeah, you remember?
Yeah, no, I'm just talking about, because the original like manga, like the beginning of that manga is like really dark and like
It has nothing to do with cards or anything.
Yeah, so to catch you up to speed, Mage. So the original Yu-Gi-Oh, like you know, as a show, like the card game, the manga doesn't even touch the card game until like way later.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You have this pharaoh that's just an asshole and took over Yugi's body and just like fucking people up every 5 other seconds. It's just like, why?
It's like he blinds another dude.
Wait, what?
He sends the guy to the hospital because they play a game with like a scorpion or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is Yugi's like Super Saiyan form, right? They keep doing it.
yeah, like the one where he blinds the dude is because he rolled higher on like a die, like a singular die.
Man,
Because
don't
he
play
rolled
D&D with
higher.
this dude.
He blinds the guy.
What the fuck? Yeah, I refuse to play D&D with that guy. Fuck that.
trying to think of other.
That's so like.
Oh,
The
but-
card game's all right, right?
Yeah.
I like Magic the Gathering more, but like the card game is all right. It's a good card game. I do enjoy it, but for me, like the first the first the first couple of like storylines in Yu-Gi-Oh with the the him maiming, blinding, possibly castrating. I'm not sure. Just random people.
No, yeah, you remember that? Because don't get me wrong, Yui was the one who was an asshole. Because there was also Joey had to fight this one Asian dude. I forgot his name because he was supposed to be imitating Bruce Lee. And so there was Yugi versus that guy in a video game, and Yugi kept destroying him in the video game nonstop. So the guy got angry, basically tried to kill Yugi because he lost. I'm just like, what? And so then Joey went up and just straight up knocked the dude out to get his stuff back. It's like, where did this? How did this story even come into play?
And then like I stopped watching. I think after like the halfway through the second storyline of Yu-Gi-Oh, right? But like the rules make no sense.
So the first Yu-Gi-Oh show, they like kept changing what they were playing, and then after that they basically stayed the same throughout the. Because Yu-Gi-Oh goes into capsule monsters, it goes into Forbidden Memory style, it also goes into like it goes into a bunch of different gameplays and doesn't just stay as normal Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah, there's a second guy with the Raikou. I don't know why they all have Raikus, but they do. That's a whole other story. Anyway.
No, I'm talking about how they can cancel a card out by destroying the moon.
Wait,
Oh
what?
yeah!
Hang on. Destroying a moon.
Yes, to win a card game. Yes.
Destroying the moon.
Yeah, that's why I'm talking about. Like that's why I love the original card game series.
Okay,
It's so insane.
I have many questions.
Well,
One,
you should. Yes.
yeah,
I will send you the video later so you can watch it. You can't explain it, you just have to watch it.
okay.
But aside from that though, the rest of the series, it kind of does like it follows like this one little set pattern. Like the first season's interesting, the second season is stupid, and then the final season, because they could do a third season, but it depends. But the final season's the one that's always just like, what the hell is going on? So I kid you not, because in GX you have Jaden, and he's like this cheerful dude, and by the end of the series, season 4, the man has depression for some reason. They don't even go why into it, and then he's basically like fighting darkness. Everyone's like taking his friends and putting them into depression, and they're getting disappearing, and everyone's just like dying, and he's just like, what? You have
Plus, what I found hilarious, the Supreme King, like Supreme Jaden.
Supreme Jaden was a whole thing we're not gonna talk about, because that was season 2. We don't talk about it. Anyway, moving past that. Also, I probably should have said spoiler, but I guess spoiler from here on out, whatever.
I feel like we're way beyond spoilers.
What was it? Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds is another one that was just like, what the hell? Because
that was the motorcycle, like I mean, the speed edition.
Yeah, that was
like
the motorcycle. Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! On motorcycle. Yeah, that was that.
Yeah.
You know, like, do you understand the ending though? Do you even read into the final season at all?
No.
In the final season, he has to fight this dude that basically made himself look like the main character. Do you understand what I just said?
I immediately thought of Face Off with fucking. Oh, just like.
Do you like
It was
understand
like
how,
you gotta.
like he had his reasons, but like there's actually reason why he did what he did. And I'm not gonna go into that because it's way too much of a spoiler. But at the same time, she's like, do you know how freaking fucking creepy that is? Like, do you know how fucking creepy that is? Like, I can't stress it enough how creepy this is.
And that's the same thing. It's like this jump from like the starting material of card games to the insanity of what it is.
And I'm just like, why?
Okay, I feel like I had to like re-ask the question. And you want to live here?
I mean, yeah, it's fine. See, that's the main character stuff. That's not everywhere around you. Most you're gonna just duel some random dude. Hell, even like there's a Pokemon game, or I think it's I don't remember which Pokemon game it is, but there's like this one dude you can duel in like one of the trees or towers, something like that. There's a meme of it too, and the guy's like, "Oh, because I lost this duel, I'm gonna lose my job, and then my wife's gonna divorce me because I lost a Pokemon battle." And it's like, why? Why?
We're telling
Have
you,
strange hobbies.
it gets good.
I will take your word on it.
But yeah, and don't even get me started on Digimon because Digimon had its own set of problems too.
I know literally nothing about Digimon.
Digital
Basically-
monsters.
Yeah, basically, whenever something goes wrong, is because somehow the digital world's colliding with the real world, and everything's gonna explode for some reason. Every single time, it's always that. It's the digital world is colliding with the real world for some reason, and they're gonna explode. And it's just like, why?
They didn't clear out the search history. Also, how the fuck does the digital world collide with the physical world?
Yes.
I feel like that's important because it's already there.
You're asking questions I do not have the answer to. I
Like,
don't know why. I don't know. I do not know. Do not ask me. I do not know.
okay, I would not ask you. I feel like questions are too much for this time.
Oh, speaking of which, I caught that electrode, and that was interesting because it kept spamming Sunny Day, and I was like, why do you like spamming this video so much? But
Oh.
that's beside the point.
Question: that magma snail, would it dehydrate if you put salt? If it runs across salt?
No.
'Cause it's a snail, but it's also made out of lava. So
That's the thing. It's made out of lava.
hey, it's Pokemon logic, okay?
No, that's
Yeah.
like SpongeBob logic. I have fire underwater.
You don't know about Pokemon. They do weird stuff too.
Not as weird as that.
Have you
Oh.
read a Pokédex?
Oh.
Yes, I have.
That makes one up that I haven't.
What's up?
Mage, tell him
Yeah.
about his belt buckle. Tell him about Big
You tell him about Big the Cat.
Biggs the cat. It's these ideas that just warmed themselves into my brain and just lay moist eggs there. And one of those ideas is Biggs the cat's belt buckle is pointing the wrong way. Like, it's not how it should be. And it's drawn exactly the same way in all versions of Biggs the Cat. And Mage can back me up on this. He looked it up too.
Yeah. So
And it's
basically,
always wrong.
Yeah, instead of like the loop keeping it from expanding, the belt from expanding to keep your pants up, it's keeping it from contracting. So it can get bigger, but it can't get smaller. That's the way it's like.
Yeah.
hooked
Not
up.
set up. It's wrong. Like it's it bothers me so much.
Why did you notice that? By the way, how?
I sometimes just these details like jump at you and they infect you. Like I wish I didn't know that. Like my life would be substantially happier if that
So-
knowledge was not known to me.
So you wish like you didn't learn it, but now that you learned it, you guys spread it to other people.
It's just yes, it's a mind virus.
How rude.
I've never been more confused in my life.
Oh, and nobody talks about it either. I
don't even know
googled
what you're
it.
talking about right now, and I'm listening to you.
Nobody mentions it.
I don't even know what you're talking about, and I'm listening to you right now. I feel like I'm a kid who just turned 10, and then they gave me a deck to go duel Yami Yugi, and I'm like, I don't even know how to play this game. That's literally what this conversation is right now, and I'm just like, what?
Oh, Lord. I've dug too much into the conspiracy, and the police are coming to get me. That's the alarms you heard outside my house.
Also, right now I'm trying to figure out how to duel this guy or battle this guy. Fun fact: this game also has a lot of weird triggers where you have to go talk to like a specific person for no apparent reason.
Yes.
You're gonna see in a second. So I think I know where to go. I think I go to the right person, talk to the right person here in a few moments. Yeah, this game has a lot of you got to talk to like one random person to get the right thing to know what to do. I hate that so much because it's just not realistic. Oh well, I just passed the guy, so that right there is one you have to talk to. I will be talking to him momentarily. You gotta talk to him because then he says like, "Oh, you get an awesome Pokemon if you like do this duel," and and it's just like, why did I have to talk to him? Why? I think I do one more battle before I talk to him. So I don't think I fought the red chick yet, right? That we just passed by. But on that note, another thing I also noticed about this game is like these kids like get into like some serious stuff and like help you out like by like hacking and things like that. And I'm just like you'll see later on in the story. But my whole question is, how do they know how to hack stuff?
Yeah, like,
They're like,
what kind of
8.
world are we living in with these kids?
They're maybe 8. They have their own secret entrance. Why do they? Why?
Like, this is like professional
Okay,
engineer level.
I can understand the secret entrance in a Persona 4 because I had one when I was young too. I also lived on a farm in the middle of nowhere, so that could have something to do with it.
Yeah, those two
Also-
things might be correlated.
Yeah. Mole, you are right. No one's talking about a belt buckle from a cat from a random series. Because I found mentions of people talking about the belt buckle.
Oh, you were looking at it too? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing,
But no
right?
one talking about like the positioning.
Yeah, nobody. That's what I'm talking about, man. Like, that's what gets to me.
So this is what you do. You make a Reddit account. You go to all/Sonic.
No,
The
stop.
bull-
Did you just see what happened, or did you miss it?
I think I just missed
Go
what
back,
happened.
go back.
For people watching this, we're gonna rewind just like for a few seconds.
Replay.
Right. There you go.
Who do you call a wallfowl? Okay.
Did you catch it?
What specific map would you looking at?
Her
Okay.
line was be a man and stomp her down.
Yeah, I saw that. But I was like,
That's coming from the girl that can see Shadow Pokemon. She
Yeah.
told you be a man and stomp her down.
The one that gets angry if you steal?
Yes.
Wants you to murder somebody?
did she just like not like her or what?
No, so what happened was is that girl over there called her like a wallflower or something like that, and she's like, "What makes me a wallflower?" And then she basically says, "Oh, I was just teasing. I'm not. That guy's not my type." And she's like, "Oh, nah." And then she was like, "Be a man and stomp her." And I'm just like, "What?"
I'm like, I had to do it anyway, so sure, why not?
It's like I'm gonna kick her ass, but not because you told me to, because I want to. Oh, Quagsire is so adorable.
Right, mine I?
I said Quagsire is so adorable.
Yeah, they look like sentient things of Silly Putty.
You're the most amazing Tilly Putty.
Yes. Do they sound like Silly Putty though when you squeeze them?
I mean, I can't touch a Quagsire in real life, so I don't know. But actually, speaking of touching one in real life, I might actually do also some videos of Pokemon. What's it called?
Mystery Dungeon? I don't know.
No, the photo game, the photo one.
There's a
Pokemon
photo
Snap.
game?
Yeah, Pokemon Snap. Yeah. I got the Switch version of it.
How is it?
It is so much fun. It's like one of those games. It's one of those games where you just sit down and you just chill and just take pictures of things. But
Yeah.
then there's certain like interactions where it's just like you can cause things to happen, and it's like the funniest thing ever. And like,
Yes.
to give you an example, so there's this desert area you go to, and there's like Scorpions all around, like little Scorpion, the little guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's also Cacneus. So during the day, I think it's only during the day, you can have like little sand tornadoes appear, and if you time it right by like pelting the Scorpions with like apples and stuff, they'll like get stuck where they're at, and then the tornado will pick them up and then just yeet them. And it's the funniest thing ever. And to make matters even better, it's a 4-star picture if you capture them doing that. So they are encouraging you to yeet them into the tornado. Like, why are you encouraging?
Hey, don't worry, the Pokemon, they won't die from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's like a lot of cool interactions with the games, the way that you can do, and especially with like after you beat the game, there's also legendary Pokemon you can go and interact with too, and stuff like that. So there's a lot of cool things to do. It has a lot of replayability, and it's also just nice to just sit down and go mindless and take pictures.
Yeah, it's calm.
Yeah.
Like in a good way.
Like Darkest Dungeons, right?
Yeah.
Although my favorite stage, I think if I remember correctly, it's the jungle stage because you get to see Quagsire just like chilling about. It's the most adorable thing ever. But also some of the stuff in that game too is like very convoluted. Like I haven't been able to get because you can get a picture of Swampert, and the way you're supposed to do it is like some super convoluted way, and I'm just like I have not been able to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, because like from the first one, this is for Magic, because he didn't know the game existed until a little while ago. Like you can like if you just play the stage front to back, you'll always be missing like not always legendary, but like more of them is like more higher evolved, right?
It's more the higher evolved. Sometimes even not even the higher evolved too, because some of the like under evolution, so you can miss them too if you're not careful.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much stuff you can miss if you're just not paying attention. And then also if you don't like interact with stuff, you can't miss. Like there's a funny scene you can do with Snorlax, and the way it works, you have to like throw a fruit at him to make him look at you, and you have to throw like a light ball at him to make him, I guess, energized. And then all he'll do is like he'll look at you, and then he'll charge at you. I mean, it's a scary ass sight because you just see Snorlax running at you, and I'm not talking about no, he's running. And you're just like, what?
Yeah, my dad always said, like, if you see a big man run, get out of the way.
Also, speaking of which, this guy has a Kyogre for some reason.
Yeah, I saw that. I was going to comment on that. How big is Snorlax, anyways? Like,
Snorlax actually is not that big. Let me get a type. Snorlax is not that big, which is surprising. It's 6'11". It's not that big.
that's bigger than I am.
I mean, but you're bigger than a Charizard. Charizard's only 5'7".
You don't know that.
Are you not bigger than a Charizard?
Oh no, I'm 5'11", so.
Yeah, you're bigger than a Charizard. Actually, you're the same height as a Ferret.
A ferret?
Yeah, or Furret, not my bad. Furret, not Ferret.
I thought those were like tiny.
No. Ferrets are 5'11", bud. They're big.
Holy crap, you're not wrong. Dude, those will be the best things to sleep with. Like, in bed.
Shit, it makes you laugh because people don't realize how big Ferret is because they don't show it right in the anime. They don't ever tell you it. When you see that size, I'm just like, what?
No, I see right now, height 5'11". Like, holy shit.
That Ferret's big as shit. Actually, now I'm curious. How big is Kyogre actually? Because this game actually has proper size comparisons. But I do want to know how big Kyogre actually is.
14 feet.
14 feet. Wow, that's big.
Now is that length?
I'm assuming so.
Because that's normally how you measure fish height, right? Just what? You don't measure its thickness. It's just like how long it is.
Yeah, I'm assuming so. Because technically, you wouldn't look at it as if it was standing up. So that would be
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be it. Hey, this guy has a Spinda. I was like, damn you for having a Spinda.
That skull, which is my favorite Pokemon, is like the perfect height. Basically 2.5 feet.
Wait, what Pokemon?
The skull,
Wait, best height for what?
no,
No.
no.
You're implying a lot of things.
I was like, we should just reach
Sir,
down like
sir, this is a family-friendly channel, sir. This is a family-friendly channel, sir.
He doesn't have a mouth, okay?
You don't know that.
I have not seen a mouth yet. And man, that would be cold if I even tried anything.
So, Wailord, 47 feet.
Wailord is huge. But I think Wailord is the biggest Pokemon. Or it used to be, I think.
Yeah, it
I
used to be.
Yeah, the biggest one now is Eternus, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Zapdos is only 5'3".
I thought Zapdos would be bigger than that, honestly.
I thought it'd be like 6 feet.
Same.
What is the name of God again? Arceus.
Yeah.
10 sec. Okay, pretty tall. Then again, it is God, so.
Yeah. Another thing, like, Alakazam would probably be a lot taller if he stopped slouching.
I feel that.
Is them slouching though?
Yeah. Have you, like, it looks like it. Because that's one of those, like, very humanoid ones.
I mean, Alakazam is only like 4'11".
Yeah, exactly. He could easily get those. He could easily get to 5 feet.
Also, when I typed in Alakazam height, it said Alakazam height drag queen.
What?
It said Alakazam height.
Family friendly.
I am not bringing up any images. I'm just saying what I saw.
Speaking of which, Gyarados is only what's it called? 21.
21 feet?
Mhm.
How big is Onyx? Almost 29 feet. Nice.
Oh, this might surprise you. Lapras is 8'2".
Lapras?
Yeah, Lapras is 8'2".
I thought it'd be like 2 feet.
I was thinking more like 5. I didn't think 2 though, but I was thinking more like 5.
Oh no, I was thinking of a different Pokemon. I was thinking of a different Pokemon. Yeah, Lapras.
I always thought him of. Was that
Wait, what? What are you about to
Heatran?
say? Yeah, what about him?
I always imagined him being taller.
How big is he?
He's a short king, 5'7".
I mean, it's not that bad. That's still pretty tall. I mean, like, that's like a few feet off from me. I mean, at least not as bad as Shaman. Shaman's only like 8 inches.
I feel that. Drowsy's only like 3 feet.
Jirachi?
Drowsy.
Drowsy.
Jirachi is small as.
Not much hop. Gotta be tall, like, what, 7 feet? Not much hop. No chance. 0 foot, 0 inches. I feel like that's wrong.
He's 5'3".
What's up?
Machamp.
Yep.
How big is Blissey? I'm curious now.
I'm taller than my champ. That's weird.
Blizzy always. I'm not.
Blissey's 4'11".
Yeah.
Yeah, I was curious about how big Blissey was, because the anime also portrays her kind of like a weird size. But if you could tell, Blissey's one of my favorite Pokemon.
Man, from Machop to Machamp, it's like double the height. Because Machop is like 2 feet 7 inches.
Yeah, it's weird. It's not what you would expect from playing the game.
Melodic, if you remember that Pokemon, is 20 feet. That's like that Snake's Serpent type one.
Yeah.
I mean,
Pokemon are weird.
I love Melodic though. Hard as hell to get though. And this is where we're going back to our favorite place.
That junkyard?
Yep.
Nice.
Whole reason you go back to there just to pick one item up, and you have to go back like later on. But that's not until like towards end game.
How's that bike's fuel efficiency? Like, what do you get refueled?
I don't know. You never seem to do it, so I have no idea.
That's all you needed, the giant gear thing?
Yes, you have to go back and put the gear into the place, and then after that, which is episode's ending pretty soon, you have to put the gear back into it, and then we do the what's it called? Tournament, which I'll probably do that tonight. Which is gonna be fun, because last time I did a tournament in a randomized Colosseum, one guy had 2 ho-hos for whatever reason.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, so this time it's a completely different randomizer. I have no idea what's going to happen. We've already seen 2 Raikus. Won't surprise me anymore, and a Kyogre too. We've already seen those, so we're not surprised when it comes. All I'm hoping that whatever Pokemon comes does not have some freaking BS ability.
Do you want a randomizer Nuzlocke?
No, again, I'm not doing randomized. I will do randomized Nuzlocke on something like Emerald. I'll do that with you. I would not do any Colosseum because Colosseum's too unpredictable.
Well, I said that mainly because I saw a Jaden animation video on it. It's hilarious.
No, that stuff is fun, but Colosseum is not the game to do that with, because Colosseum just has too much to it that's just like, what? Anyway, Colosseum is just too much to it that's just a little too...
Give me a second.
Okay, so that was you. I was wondering what's going on.
All that to turn some gears.
But what happened was, which you may have missed it, was the this kid named Silva was like, I'm gonna stop this tournament because yeah, and he takes the gears and runs with them.
Okay. Bye.
All right, well, we're gonna end the episode because we got 30 seconds left. So Big Cat is signing out because Big Cat's a big cat.
Alright, Lucky 1 is signing out. Lucky 2 is AWOL, so